This is not a motivational story. This is the story of a man who went from nothing in the streets of Ajegunle to becoming one of the most powerful businessmen in Lagos. Before the luxury, before the influence, this is the real-life story of Chief Dr. Emeka Daniel Okonkwo, popularly known as E-Money, Nwata Na-Yeze, or Na-Consider. Born and raised in Ajegunle, Lagos State, a place known for hustle, pressure, and survival. From a young age, E-Money was exposed to the realities of business culture in Lagos, especially in Apapa, imports, exports, and street trading mindsets. Stories has it that as a growing boy, you would never find him not hustling and doing business. And of course, unlike many around him, he wasn't satisfied with mere survival. He wanted structure, skill, wealth. And so in 1997, at a very young age of 16, E-Money started a company known as Borisa Nigeria Limited, a shipping and logistics related business. This is where his name first became tied to structured business operations. What were you doing at the age of 16? At the age of 16, E-Money had already registered his first business. But this is where the story becomes complicated. Years later, particularly in 2016, there were media reports and petitions claiming disputes over the company's ownership and his role in it. Yes, the same Borisa Nigeria Limited. Some reports allege that the original owners of Borisa Nigeria Limited disputed his claim of founding the company. They claimed he was once an apprentice or an employee before leaving the company. This led to legal threats and public statements exchanged through the media at that time. It was a heated back and forth. However, E-Money has maintained that his business journey and contributions were misrepresented in some of those reports. What is clear today is this: the story of Borisa Nigeria Limited became one of the earliest public controversies tied to his name. Regardless of early disputes, his business structure expanded over time into what became known as Five-Star Group, covering logistics, shipping, oil and gas, and investments. This was the transition from small business involvement to large-scale enterprise influence. But while business was forming and becoming huge, something else was happening in his family. His brother, Kingsley Okonkwo, popularly known as KC, entered the music industry by storm, and this changed everything. For the first time, business and entertainment started to merge. E-Money became the financial backbone behind the movement, while KC became the public face in the entertainment industry. From this synergy, Five-Star Group, known for covering shipping, logistics, oil and gas, and investments, also became known for expanding influence into entertainment and celebrity culture. Very powerful indeed. But more importantly, it became a network, not just a company. This is where most people misunderstand the story. It was never just one man building alone. It was a system of trust, family, and strategic positioning. Over time, he became connected to Lagos' business and entertainment elites. Artists, influencers, businessmen, businesswomen, all intersecting through events, collaborations, and visibility. E-Money became a force to reckon with. And in Lagos, influence spreads faster than money. And now, the E-Money that you know, luxury cars, events, generosity, what you see is the result, not the process. But if you want to understand his real level of power, then look at what happened on his birthday. In February 2026, Lagos stood still. A long convoy of cars lined up, leading up to his residence. Not for sale, for giveaway. The media was hooked. Over 30 cars, SUVs, Toyotas, and luxury vehicles, given out to staff, friends, associates, and people around him. Not just cars, hundreds of millions of naira in cash, support to families, community projects, even visits to his hometown with food and development efforts. Actors, entertainers, People like Aki Chinedu Ikedieze, content creators like Kata Ife and Pella, all part of that movement. This was not just generosity, this was influence on display. Because in Lagos, real power is not in what you own. It is in how many people rise because of you. And because of Chief Dr. Emeka Okonkwo, E-Money, men and women of influence have risen. And now, the question is no longer about E-Money. The question is about you. What are you doing from where you are? What are you building with what you have in your hands? Think about it. I go by the name VJ RICHYBLAZE. I'll see you on the next one.